Oh, yeah. Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd game prep for the Hags of Old Bonegrinder. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Wait, why does it say end? I'm so confused. What? Can you guys see me? Can anybody see me? What? There we go. Okay, that was interesting. So here we go. We are here in the old Bonegrinder. This is what we did last time. Last live stream. If you want to check on the little situation, go to live streams. Go to that little playlist. And yeah, we prepped this entire thing from here to here, all the way through all the floors of the old Bonegrinder. AKA the old windmill, because Bonegrinder is a creepy name. I see you, Bug. Okay, thanks, Bug. Appreciate it. It was weird, like my little display was showing that it was like waiting for me to start, but then it was also said it was live, so it was very strange. So what we're going to do today is we are going to flesh out the hags, right? Because the module's done, like what is like the physicality of the land, the building, the items, and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, you just got here. We were just starting. Perfect timing. And all of this. But now the problem is the only section I have for the hags is right here, and this is all I have for them. Hello? What's going on here? I just threw that away. Anyway, this is Notion, by the way. That's always the most popular question I get asked is, what is this? So this is Notion, for the record. There you go. But this is all I have for the hags, and that's not enough for them to fully role play them, to know what's going on, to be able to be prepared if things go crazy, all that kind of stuff. And if things go crazy, that leads to combat, which is also what we're going to do today. So we're doing hag NPC and we're doing hag combat. Those are two categories right here. This is the windmill. We're going to just call this area. Yeah, areas of the windmill is fine. And so we have all of that, and we have all of this. The hag have secret information. This is all the lore stuff, and this is all the combat stuff that I have just kind of generally prepped out there. So here we go. Hag secret information. Let's see what's going on here. She has Strahd has mastery of the land and weather. Spies of the beasts of the land, seekers of the followers in the Vistani. There's a Vistani camp to the west, the shores of Tesser Pool. That's all fine. I don't want to take away lore that the players already found out, even though they already found that out. And they know a great deal about this land and what Strahd's plans are with it. Strahd has undead enemies in Barovia, namely the Fallen Knights of the Order Silver Dragon. That's really good. That's important. These revenants can be found in the ruined mansion west of Vallaki. Ooh yeah. Argynvost told. Yep. Cool. I don't need that. And then, how long into prepping series are we? This is we are prepping for session 7 of Curse of Strahd, so we're not too terribly far in here. And Strahd's most carefully guarded secret is the hidden temple of the forbidden lore of the mountains. Carefully guarded secret is a temple of forbidden lore hidden in the mountains. The temple. I don't need that. The temple can be reached by following the long winding road. Tolinka Pass. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Tolinka Pass. Okay, yeah. And now Tolinka Pass. Do I have that pulled up somewhere? Yeah, over here. My map. Tolinka Pass. Is there a key in the corner here? No. Oh, I do have the my handy dandy map. Not the digital user-friendly map, but I do have my good old map right here. Let's see, Tolinka Pass. Tolinka Pass is T for Tolinka Pass. Way down there. Okay, yeah, Tolinka Pass. I should probably keep this map on me now for campaigns when they start going places. So, yep. I need to put this in my Dungeon Master cart now. All right, cool. So, that's fine. And I'll also say Kindergarten Temple of Amber. Lower Hidden Mountains. I need to say something about Amber here, because I've hinted at Amber. What's up, wolves? I've hinted at Amber and things. Probably guarded secret of the Temple of Amber. Is a temple hidden? The temple's reach. We call it the Linka Pass. It is called the Amber Temple. Ooh, okay, it's fine. Good enough. There we go. Yeah. So I need to tell myself here that... Can I highlight within this thing? Why can't I highlight within this? Okay. You know what? We can do this to this, and that highlights all of that. Yep, and then we can turn it green. Green is... green. Actually, no, sorry. That would be purple. Because of the hags, no information. Hag secret information. Cool, there we go. And then the Coven lore... Hag share spell casting ability of the Coven is when more Hag dies. This is just a little more. Morgantha tolerates her daughters only because of the Coven. Morgantha abducts children, human child. She can give birth to a new daughter. Ahaha. Okay, so if Morgantha dies, the Fale becomes new leader. Coven must consume a child. The birth of third Hag. Okay. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. I guess that's just Coven lore, Coven mechanics. Coven mechanics lore. Okay, that's fine. And then that's also a secret, I guess. And then how the covens work. Cool. Hag secret information for PCs. There we go. Coven secrets. Let's see. This is all overlapping. Covens have an eye. Cyrus Bellevue. Okay, that's part of their mission. That's part of their mission. So we're gonna separate that into a Hag's mission. Hag goals. Yeah, hags have goals. We're gonna have the Hag goals. We're gonna give them goals. That's gonna be a drop-down menu. And then their goal is gonna one of their goals. Ophalia notes. We can put that down there. Rules and rulings. Hi, what's up, rules and rulings? Coach just goes live after the playtest releases. The COF prep. DM priorities. Wait, after the playtest releases. Goes live after the playtest releases. What you talking about? Rules and rulings have goals. Are they good at soccer? Oh wow, rules and rulings. You're on top of it. After the playtest releases, what are you talking about? What playtest? Okay. So goals. The Coven they want to get this Hag's eye to Cyrus Bellevue. Get Hag eye. To Cyrus Bellevue. Strahd's... Oh, I guess I can just steal this right here. Strahd's disfigured manservant. And we're going to be here. Just manservant. Area K62. That is so intimidating because that is a wild number of areas. There's 62 different areas. Dear God. So that is spy, so they can spy. So Bellevue, Cyrus Bellevue to spy on Strahd. Yep. Vampires, guys, they're in the loft. Keep an eye on the vampire. The hags are fearful of Strahd and respect as a minion. Okay. Where should I guess they're afraid of Strahd and respect as the minion. That is going to be more so of a not a goal of theirs. That is just a lore bits RP. Talentosu fan. What? My wife just texted me gibberish. So this is going to be more so their lore, or there's talking points, or what's the word I'm looking for here for this? Persona. Desires. Goals? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have this be a goal. So that is gonna be a bullet point. We're gonna have this be a bullet point. Fearful, and respectful. We're gonna say fear and respect. Strahd and his dominion over the land. Okay. More information. The Haggai, I already know how Haggai works, so we're good with there. And the Haggai, cool. Haggai, so we're just going to say scrying eye. To Cyrus Bellevue, Strahd's just a manservant. Okay, cool. So goals, that's their goals. They're going to put that in yellow because that is a goal. And so there's their goals. They're going to have more goals, but at least there's that. Coven secrets. Don't need the Coven secrets. That's now deleted. Only enters people. Okay, cool. One D&D. Oh, yeah. Druid and Paladin, Unearthed Arcana. Yeah, not worried about it. Got worried about it. No shower. What? Talon, no shower. What? I don't understand what my wife's saying. I am live streaming, but I am so lost right now. LOL. I just didn't even think about the Unearthed Arcana release, because I'm gonna peek at it and check it out, but I'm actually, what's so funny that they released the Paladin Unearthed Arcana is I'm in the middle of making the Paladin for the DC-20 RPG system, and I've figured out the solution to the Paladin class, since the Paladin is technically a hybrid, and I figured out the solution last night while walking my son to sleep. I had just the epiphany of what to do with the Paladin, so heck yeah. Talon is my son's name. And then, oh yeah, I mean, Notion is great, Sean. I'm telling you. Good morning, bro. So, okay, Ophalia enters people. Okay, so now this is where I'm gonna have Ophalia's notes. Okay, only enters people here to make deals, packs, and dreams, sell pastries. Okay, so that's part of their goals. Goals. We're gonna have these goals be pre-discovery, pre-hag. What do we want to call this? Normal goals. Normal goals. No, I'll know their goals, and then I will be able to shift and move, because none of the players are going to necessarily see this. So as far as make deals and packs, yeah, make bargains. I'm putting in parentheses, bargains with people to attach to become more powerful through suffering and connection to their soul. How bargains work for Talons. I was reading Determination's comment. Talon's such a badass name. Thanks, man. I think so too. Connection to their soul. Okay, cool. All right, and then entertaining deals and packs and selling dream pastries. I don't necessarily think I want to have that be like a goal of theirs. Just a fake goal. We'll call it a fake goal. Fake goal. Sell dream pastries. Cool. And the act of selling dream pastries, the real goal, truth is pies cause suffering and lead to bargains. Yep. Cool. All right, cool. So that's Ophalia's notes. Oh, I keep trying to drag these DC-20 things in here. Let me close that. Come on now. So this is done. Don't need this anymore. Know that their leader is dead and someone's killed her. They find out that the PCs are cautious. Okay, cool. So that's a key here. That's going to be a key. So that's going to be triggers. Boom. Don't need that to be a drop down because I need to see these triggers. Figure out that these PCs killed Morgantha, which is their like CAG boss. They know that she's dead, and know she's dead and are cautious since they are weakened. Hag's coven's only strong if all three of them are there. There are only two of them, and they are weakened if there's not three. They are stronger together, because in my rules, current in D&D, the three hags have to be together to form their coven. In my rulings, they do get more powerful with two. Like if there's one versus a second one, they do get more powerful when they're together. Like they are equally as strong as they would be separate, and they gain bonuses because they're together. And if there's a third one added in there, oh baby, that's real bad, right? So weakened. Wait, W-E-A-K, weakened. Is that how you spell weakened? How do you spell weakened? Weakened. Maybe that's how you spell it. Okay, cool. So they're weakened. They know that she's there. And another thing is Ophalia is pregnant with their replacement. Born in 2 days. Yeah, I'll keep track of that. And then weekend. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, math teacher. Yep. Pies cause suffering. They're human children pies. Pies made from children's bones cause suffering. To clarify. Okay, so there was that. Repulsive and hideous in a constant state of eerie smile. Don't need to say that. Pricking children with needles. Nope, don't need to say that. Guise of an orphanage. That is kind of important. So the guise of an orphanage is important if the fake goal provide orphanage shelter for children. Yeah, that's no. Steal them to cause suffering plus ingredients plus child bone ingredients for pies. Oof, I don't know how to spell ingredients either. All right, we're getting there. Finally, she's okay, cool. All right, so that's all of their little goals. So I feel much better. I feel much better about these goals. So this is the fake goal. This is a blue goal, and anytime you make a color in Notion, if you do Control-Shift-H, it highlights the color, and you can repeat the color again. So that's a little efficient there. Little bonus tip. So there's the goals. Hags NPCs. Got it. All looks good. Hag combat now. All right, so the Hag stat block. This is now where the combat kicks in. So if you're here for the combat, that's what we're about to get into. Okay, here we go. So this is the big picture of combat. I got to organize this, and then we got it. We have the original Hag stat block, which is just a Night Hag. So nothing too fancy here. Their appearance is going to be at the very beginning of combat. Let's see. So the Hag combat starts, and then the RP intro description. Intro description. Okay, so the intro description. Bella now appears much more haunted. The skin is grown. The silk gown and apron seems to be made of stitched flesh, long needles, or hair. Ophalia. Ophalia. Oh man, Ophalia has a similarly haunted shift. Ophalia has similarly shifted, has similarly revealed her true appearance to be her true appearance. Similarly revealed her true appearance with long clawed fingers and long clawed fingers with bones, with shards of bones and skulls and small skulls draped across her body. Simple enough. Okay, cool. Across? I don't know how to spell across. There we go. And then, what's up, Josh Zellers? What's up? Okay, Hex, Snap Block, Ray of Sickness, Hold Person. Okay, yeah, these are the spells I'm going to be kind of throwing down here. Holding a black hearthstone. That is important. I need to say that up here in the description. So then this is, whoa. Why is that here? No. There we go. That's going to be here. And then this is going to be combat start. And that's going to separate that. Control-Shift-3 changes the headings. You can change it really quickly with the headings with the Control-Shift plus a button does a whole bunch of stuff, just for the record. Thanks for the spelling of across. I think I know how to spell it. I think I just misspelled it on accident. It happens all the time. I appreciate you though. Summon Dretch from a cauldron. That's going to be another thing. This is going to be layer action. Layer actions. Summon Dretch from a cauldron. Thalia comes down, dragging Reek behind her. Ooh, that is another good thing. That's another good thing. So yeah, I think that's not going to be a combat situation as much as it is. It could be a combat situation. So I am going to have that here just in case. And then, yeah, I have to have that there. So I can do that now, but I need to have it be a separate thing. Ophalia squeezes the arm of the small boy. They won't know his name. Squeezes the arm of the small boy and flings him around as he screams for help. Oh, so dark. As he screams for help, holding him in front of her for protection. Oh, part of the mechanics, baby. In front is apparently 2 words. Squeezes is squeezes. Ophalia squeeze. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So now that's done. Shift delete deletes things. This holding a black hearthstone. Both hags. You notice that both hags have a... No, let's see, it's too much. So both hags. Both hags are adorned with all sorts of... Yeah, we're gonna handle it like this. Both hags are adorned with various trinkets and baubles. But you notice one that is very familiar. The black stone pendant. Black stone pendant from her neck. Black stone pendant on their necks. Looks identical to the one Morgantha had. This is what this is what emitted the ethereal fog that let her slip into another plane. Boom. All right. So that is going to be some interesting information. Both hags. Okay. We are going to have this be hidden behind a history check. History check. DC 15 history check. DC 15 history check. And that is going to be a bulleted point list. So is this, and that's behind the bulleted point list, and that's going to be the secret information. DC 15 history check. That's not secret information. This is an important thing. This is secret information. That's going to be Hearthstone necklace. That is their necklace mechanic, so they can figure out that they are able to use this and shift in and out of the material or the ethereal plane. Emitted Morgantha. Okay, cool, done. Combat start. Oh, because I spelled combat wrong. If y'all guys haven't seen what's going on here, there's gonna be lots of spelling inconsistencies. Abraham DC 20 source book is actually right here. Oh, you can't see it off to the side. It's in this little drop down menu and these little things off to the side of the screen here. Actually, I guess we could show. I think it'll see here. Yeah. DC20 RPG is right here, and then it has the drop down with all the character classes and ancestries, backgrounds, core game rules, all that kind of stuff. It is in the works. It is in the works. Trust and believe. And my plan is to release the alpha in April. Is currently what's the plan is right now, or the estimation. So there you go. All right. So we have the Hearthstone necklace. Squeeze the arm of the small boy. Okay. Yeah. So DC15 history check. Yeah, and do I want to say the boy thing before? I'm going to say the boy thing before. Yep, and so that's going to be green. Cool, holding a black Hearthstone necklace. We're going to call this a black Hearthstone necklace. Oops, got to change that to blue. Okay, cool. And then now that's not needed anymore. Continuing on. Huge human shield disadvantage. Okay, yeah. This is now entering into the combat situation. We'll put this right here and then move this down here. And then uses boy as a human shield. Yep. Okay. Cool. I'll codify that in a second. And then grows stronger with pain and suffering of others. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be another aura-based mechanic up here, and I'm going to turn that into a bullet point. And then con save for poison damage, continuous poison. Oh, that's also all part of the crackle fever. That's all going to be right here, all on the top here. And then layer action, cauldron first 4 layer action, summon a dretch. Action up to 9 times. There's the dretch right there. Okay, cool. That's going to be here for the layer action. Now I don't need this. Where's the ravens show up? Okay. That's going to be round-based combat. So, what's that? Apex actions. Apex actions. I have a whole videos on Apex actions if y'all are want to check that out. So round 1 is going to be something. Round 2 is when the ravens show up. Where ravens? Oh no. Ravens show up. Raven form. And attack the hags. And it's gonna be 1d4 plus 1 ravens. I never usually do this as far as the formula for how many things show up, but I do think the module had that, and I do think it's interesting and adds a little bit of, because at least there's gonna be 2 ravens, which makes sense for her to leave and come back. And then we'll see how many ravens they get. So that'll be kind of cool. And so that's done. Surrender. Now there's different combat mechanics. Gains temporary hit points when it deals damage. Something that's very special about watching you organize motivates me to mind before the exam. Appreciate you, John. And we're gonna get into some next level combat mechanics here in a second once I finish organizing this. Because if you can see, like what John was just saying, I'm trying to organize everything before I create. I'm trying to get all the pieces in the right places and then create. There's different parts of the brain, and you don't want to be bopping all around parts of the brain because that's exhausting. And you'll wonder why you get burnt out quicker, right? So surrender, offer in exchange for their lives. Okay, so now we are entering into their surrender. Do I call it surrender? Surrender. Yep. Okay, offer in exchange for their lives. Plea, and beg for their, or actually it would be offer information in exchange for their lives. We know more. You fear Strahd, don't you? You fear the devil of this land, don't you? You fear the Strahd. You fear for the devil, don't you? The devil of this land. Do you not? We know a great deal of Strahd and his dealings. We know a great deal of Strahd's dealings. We know a great deal of Strahd that could serve you well. Cool. All right. So this is their kind of exit plan to try and like get the heck out of there. Offer information. Okay. Cool. Surrender. Exchange for their lives. Okay. If you kill one of them, immediately shifts into the ethereal plane. Okay. Okay. So I'm not gonna call this surrender. I'm gonna call this survival. I'm gonna call this. Let's see. There should be like a mechanical phrase for this this version of what I'm talking about here. It's nice. I just restarted a Curse Strahd Campaign, but Riley, let's go. I got a whole Dungeon Coach plays. I got a whole bunch of stuff on there. This Dungeon Master Binder is available on my Patreon. I'm doing a whole bunch of these live streams for prep for stuff like that, where I'm taking it and kind of spicing it up. So heck yeah, Riley. And then what else we got? Okay, what am I calling this? Surrender. I'm not going to call it surrender. It's whenever shit hits the fan. Bloodied. We're going to call it bloodied. We're going to call it well-bloodied. Well-bloodied. Well-blooded is what we're calling it. And so yeah, then I'm also going to add here, I'm going to add a red background to this whole thing of well-bloodied. And this is what's going to happen. Offer information. Okay, so then this is going to be, yeah, offer information exchange for their lives. And then well-bloodied. Oh, and so then I could say one hag dies. That is another layer of situation here. Whoops. That's another layer, and I'm going to add another little red line here. One hag dies. So if I kill one, there we go. Other hag immediately shifts to the ethereal plane and haunts them. Done. Kill one, leaves behind. Okay, go cool, and then TPK. Yeah, I do have to put this in here. So we're gonna put that last, just in case I TPK them. You know what I'm saying? TPK, TPG, TPK. So if they get TPK'd, that is gonna be energy flows from the unconscious player. Oh yeah, okay, flowing around unconscious players. That's going to be a trigger. Okay, so up here, I need to put this. This is important. This is a trigger. This is going to be if PC falls unconscious. If PC falls unconscious, blackish purple mist begins to form around them. Leave it at that. Suspended. This is going to be soul suspended for collection. PC falls unconscious. Hag points a long clawed finger. Blackish purple mist begins to form around them. So okay, so this is a flavor text that I read, but this is a secret mechanic about their soul being trapped. So there's that. Cool. Tactical retreat. There we go, Chris. That's a great point there. All right, so now we're almost about to get into the combat build out. So if the TPK happens, which you got to prepare for this one, because this one's going to be a doozy. I'm trying to have it be a doozy because they've been very successful, right? And I'm not trying to just rain on their parade, but they've been very successful, and I want to make sure that they killed one hag, but I want to really hammer in the point further that the only reason they were able to get her is she was away from her lair, away from her coven, by herself and surprised. And she was not ready for that whole situation when they got her. So anyway, energy flows around the unconscious player. Okay, so if a TPK happens, oh, there we go. I already have it right here. There we go. So we can move that right there. Capture the PC in boxes. Torture them. The gayest spell to do a quest. Yep. Consume the child and tell them how the Hag's Coven works. If one hag died, Actually, you know what? It's going to be an interesting situation because it depends on who died. Replace or birth. Replace, eat a kid, or birth the next hag. In front of PCs and explain. Yep, cool. And then it's consume a child and tell the hag how it works. Okay, cool. That's what I'm doing here. Quest. Okay, there's the quest. So deliver the hag's magic eye. Okay, replace. That's what I'm talking about. So this is gonna go here. Capture the PCs and boxes. Okay, TPK. I'm gonna do this in order. So, you all wake up inside small boxes with a caged. You all wake up with your faces pressed against cold iron bars. You feel a strong sense of claustrophobia. I knew I was going to spell that wrong. You feel a strong sense of claustrophobia rush over you as you realize that you are crammed inside of a small box, just as you saw the children were. Okay, and then okay, torture. Okay, so then we can do that. Can be not a bullet point. That's just going to be green flavor text that I read to them. Oops. Also another cool thing, which I can do that here in a second. Actually, I'll do that now. This TPK thing is going to be a really rare situation, so I'm putting that inside of a drop-down menu, changing the default color, changing the text here to red, and then I can now bury all of this inside of this, and then eventually close it down so that if a TPK does happen, I have it on standby right here. In a simple little drop down. So then you wake up with the face down, capture the PCs and boxes, which I've already taken care of right there. They're going to see torture. Hag incidents. We're going to call these scenes. Yeah, scenes. Yeah, it's just going to call them scenes. Hag tortures child. Hag tortures child. Hag tortures tortures PC. Fate roll. Group fate roll. Yeah. That's going to be all the player characters would roll, and whoever rolls the lowest, I'm going to torture them. Whew! And we've talked about this in session 0. So, and then this is Notion. This is Notion felon. And then producing. Okay, cool. All right. So then, yeah, that's gonna be rough. And then they're going to explain, and this is where replace need a kid, birth effect of the hag in front of the PCs. Okay, so I'm gonna switch that around, and this is gonna be a drop down replacement for this, which is explain hag coven mechanics. And then they're going to replace need a kid, birth the next hag. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then quest. This is where the quest is going to come in. Gay a spell to do a quest. Bargain with them. Yeah. Offer their offer options. Bargain versus quest. bargain is going to be make a deal, make a bargain with the hag. Each PC make a bargain with the hag. And that's where this is going to come in. So this is now gone. Okay, so bargain, that's what the bargain is. And then the quest is going to be deliver the Haggai to Cyrus Bellevue and Ravenloft without Strahd noticing. There's the quest, and then that's deliver. So then these are now done. So that's done. TPK, we already have that taken care of. And we fixed the death saving throws. And then, cool. Yeah, I probably should put that in the title. Curse of Strahd Game Prep and Notion. Because I do have to say that a lot. Which is all good. PC Surrender. Ooh, offer the bargain to continue on. Ooh, that's another good point. Okay, so then here, Well-Bloodied PC. Oh, that's, you know what, that's how it's going to happen here. So it's going to be PC Surrender. PC Surrender. PC Well-Bloodied. PC. What's the word I'm looking for here? I'm looking for a word where, like, it's shit's getting bad for the bad guys or the good guys, right? Like the word. What's the good word for, like, not retreat, because then that implies that you're just gonna run. Like the going south. Complications, but then that doesn't necessarily mean, because I would see myself with complications saying something like, oh, that's the stuff I'm going to add in as the fight's going on to add in more complications, you know. So I'm trying to think of like a wrap up or an ending or a going south. Doom, PC's doomed, PC doom, hags doomed, crux. Ooh, crux is a cool word. Crux, I almost feel like is like 1 point. I'm looking for like the key. Decline, PC decline, hags decline, losing, PC's losing. How about that? PC's losing. Thanks for the word decline made me think of losing. PC's losing hard. We're gonna call it PC's losing hard. Okay, there we go. That's the classification. Tide's turn. Ooh, Tide's turn 4. Tide turn against. Tide's turn. Yeah, that's a little bit too. I like that. That's a little too abstract, but that sounds super clean. I love that. Kaldimar. That's a cool name. Okay, so this is gonna be PC's losing hard. This is gonna be hags. Hags losing hard. There we go. So if the PCs are losing hard, this is where the TPK is going to kind of, whoa. Let me close that out. TPK is going to come up here at the end of the PCs losing hard situation. And then hags losing hard. One hag dies, the other immediately enters the feral realm. I'm going to change this into a bullet point list, and I'm going to change the color of this back to default. And then I'm going to have, if one hag dies, in fact, I don't even need that to be a thing anymore, equals the other hag goes here. But I'm going to change this and turn that into gold, because that is very important, very important. And I'm even going to turn this bold and red just to kind of really catch my eyes with it. Cool. As the PCs are losing, this is where here, offer them a bargain to live. If they offer them a bargain to live, decline equals kill. Nice. Okay. Offer them a bargain to live, and then pulls out a glass skull vial with a purplish green smoke surrounding it. Nice. Offer them bargain live. Okay, so PC's losing hard. What would they say though? So they would say something along the lines of, It seems you've bitten off more than you can chew. Yeah, it seems you've bitten off more than you can chew. It seems. I think that I went with biting because of like pies and stuff, and like the eating of the pies, and then like the whole eating children thing. Like, whoa. So it seems you have bitten off more than you can at you. How about we make a bargain? Pulls out a glass vial. Okay, cool. So this whole thing is going to be colored purple because she is speaking, but then the back half here in this is going to be the flavor text. That's not her speaking, so there we go. And then if they decline, it equals a kill, and so that's going to be blue because they don't know that. And then okay, cool. And then they would not be ground into dust because only children's bones dust are effective for the pie's magic, etc., etc. So there, she would not grind them into bones, and she would be doing all of these things because this hag doesn't want the players to die. She wants to cause more suffering. So my whole interpretation of hags is hags don't want to kill people. They just want to cause extreme suffering. And children and stealing a child would cause suffering for the parent, and then grinding them into bones and turning and using that magic to be able to spread pies to other people to cause addictions and madness and other things to cause those people to also be in suffering and other things and addictive things and all that kind of stuff, right? So hags are twisted, man. Hags are twisted. And then, okay, cool. If your players are strong bonds with some NPCs, any hags will try and capture them as well. Ooh, neutral lion. What kinds of things? Let's see, bones. They see the problem is in this campaign they're in Curse of Strahd's campaign, so they're in the lands of Barovia, so there's not really NPCs necessarily that they've gotten too close with, although they could just say the town in general. Yeah, that's a good point. PC's losing hard. That could be something else that's brought up there. So PC surrender, offer bargain to continue on. We just did that. Excuse me. Glass skull vials, green purple smoke. We just talked about that. Offer information in exchange for their lives. That is going to be, yeah, that's the first thing they do if they start losing, so that's fine. And then if they've PC's losing hard, it seems you've, okay, hey, offer a bargain. Okay, cool. And then the bargains are down here. Hag bargain table. There we go. These are the bargains for the hags. So this is going to be the hag bargain table, underline bold. Hag bargain table is, do I need to have something for each of them? Is some sort of, your tongue, your looks. Yeah. Lars, your looks. Felix, your soul. Pug, your faith. Ooh, lose the faith. The paladin. Pug's a paladin. Lose your faith. Felix is a soul knife rogue, so he would start to have some interesting mechanics with that. Lars is a bard, so his looks and charisma are his like main thing. Lou is your strength, your animals. And then Finian is your god. Your god. Yeah, she's a cleric. The flames, the fire, your hope. No, not gonna be your hope. It's gonna be your purity, And so what that means is kill someone in flames. Your animal is lose connection to animals. And your faith is lose paladin connection. Lose the subclass. Damn. And then Felix would be corrupted soul magic. And then Felix would be disadvantage charisma. Oof. All right. Hag bargain table is going to be here, and then they have their hag bargains. I'm going to throw that there. In fact, I'm going to have, we're going to call this specific hag bargains. Specific PC hag bargains. I'm going to do Control-Shift-7, which turns it into a drop-down menu, and then I highlight these things, drag them in there. Now that's the bargain menu. I can make that now yellow, and bold underline it. Okay, so there's our hag bargain tables here. Hag bargain tables are going to go, if the hag dies, we're going to put the hag bargain at the TPK. Oh, we needed to put that in the TPK section here. And the bargain's right there. So one thing I can do here is I can, you know what, I'm interested if I can copy all of those links. Bargains. I can turn this into, can I do that? Oh, it's opening in another section. No, so then the way to do that, you have to do it one at a time then. So I can do this, and I can copy a link to a block, and then I can paste it in here, and then paste and sync, which now syncs this block up with that block. So if I type something in here, it types it in up there. So super cool feature. And then I'm also going to do the same thing here, is copy this block, and I'm going to also paste it in here as well. And then, yeah, paste it right there, paste and sync. So these are here now, and they are good to go. All right, cool. So there's the hag bargain tables, because these hag bargain tables are not going to just exist inside the TPK thing. I want these hag bargains to also exist under their RP section, which is up here. Hag RP goals, and there's their hags goals. Make bargains, and so I'll even put those under the make bargains section. There we go. And there's their bargains under their goals. Bargains. Yep. So I'm also going to make that bold and underline. Okay. So cool. And there's the bargains and the things and the combat. And then we're here. The layer actions, cauldron. First floor layer actions. Don't need that anymore because we have it. Summon Dretch from cauldron. Cool. That takes care of that. And then TPK. We got that. Glass skull vials. We already got that. And then, do I want to offer them a bargain during combat? Goals, endless suffering. Exactly. And then how am I going to do? Okay, cool. So then PC capture, force bargains on them, torture them for a few days, kill the kids in front of them. I got all those things. Force them to kidnap a child to replace them. Oh, that's another thing. So then offer bargain versus quest versus capture. Do I want to offer them to capture a kid? Because I don't think that would play out well. Like, oh, go steal me a kid. Yeah, I don't see that playing out well. I don't think that would be fun. So we're going to scrap that. And then boom. And then Strahd's interest in the party. Oh, if Strahd comes to save the day. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's another thing is the TPK. TPK is there, and the PC's losing hard. I don't need Strahd to come capture and save them. So under the situation where half party is captured and half party escapes. Under this very specific situation, they're gonna have see TPK list for what hags do to party, and then PC escaped PC options, ravens offer aid, ravens reveal themselves and offer aid, and then you know what, I actually have a thing here. So if you do Control Shift N, it opens up a new tab of the same place, but now I can go freely without ruining where I'm at. So if I go to the lands of Barovia and we go back to the village of Barovia, and Muriel the Were-Raven, Muriel is her name, so Muriel is who I need to go get. So Muriel. So then now I can just I can just X this out. I'm back here. Ravens reveal themselves that they didn't offer aid. Muriel the Were-Raven. Blue tipped feathers. So she reveals herself. Help rescue allies. Or Strahd's help. I'm gonna put a question mark there, and just leave that there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna have werewolves reveal themselves. Werewolves reveal themselves. Do I want this Strahd to save them? Do I want Strahd to save them in this situation? Because Strahd kind of would save them. If the hags were acting out and the hags were a bit too much, Strahd would save them. New PCs. Make new PCs. That's funny. Werewolves reveal themselves to offer Strahd's help in exchange for a favor. Secret favor is Spirit Bard subclass for Lars, and then Soul Secret Favor. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Okay, so Secret Favor, Spirit Bard subclass for Lars, Paladin. What was that? Revenge Paladin. Yeah, Revenge Paladin subclass for Pug. And then do I want to mess with Felix's subclass? Felix, yeah. Felix Soul Bond. Yep. And then Finian will be left alone. And then, and in fact, actually, you know what? Maybe I could have Strahd have a deal with each of them. And the players, whatever players are captured, Strahd makes a deal with whatever players aren't captured to save them. And I love that because they're having to suffer because of them. You know what I'm saying? So that it's kind of like this, like, yeah. So Finian, lose magic. Finian block. Finian forsake her god. Woo! And then Lou. So Lars, we're gonna say Lars. We're gonna keep all this structured. Lars, Spirit Bard subclass, and then Pug, Revenge, Pug, Lars, Felix, Soul Bond. Yep. Finian, forsake her god. Lou. Lou is gonna get a undead ferret familiar. How do you spell ferret? Ferret. Okay, there you go. All right, cool. Oh my God, Golden. We just had the same idea. Golden says Lou a pet from hell, like a hellhound or something. Which is funny because in session 3, her ferret died. In session 3, her ferret died, and Strahd killed her ferret, and he's gonna bring her ferret back. So that's really funny. When I see your game master having that look, and they are delighted. Yes, that's funny. And then how should you go about prep? Well, right now, Sam, this is basically this is a game prep live stream. So this is kind of how I organize things. So hopefully that helps there. I have never ran Descent into Avernus, so or Lost Mines. I've ran the first thing of Lost Mines, and then I went homebrew crazy from there. So there you go. Strahd's help. All right, cool. In fact, we are going to offer Strahd's help. Werewolves reveal themselves. They'll be freaking crazy. That whole thing is freaking crazy. So that's going to be, we're going to have that be just a whatever thing. And then that's also going to be a pink thing. Wow, that's going to be crazy. So the PCs are losing hard. There we go. All right. And then Strahd's interest in the party. That takes care of that. Avoid hurting Irina. That is something we need to say and get across in the combat. So Irina, we gotta get that across in the combat. So growing stronger in pain of suffering from others. Avoid damaging Irina at all costs. All right, cool. So we have now organized the combat. Oh, the events. Event Morgantha's arrival and the megaliths. Yeah, that's not important. Okay, so hag combat. Here we go. So this is the hag stat block. I'm not worried about the stat block right now. I need to set up the big picture of the combat. Then I'll get on into all the minutia of what the armor class is, and I don't care about any of that right now. So boy's gonna be a human shield. That's a combat mechanic. That is going to be an aura base. So here we go. So triggers. These triggers are going to be towards the top. Combat start. We're going to have the combat start be a big thing. Hag combat is a big thing. Intro description. Hag combat start. So this is going to be, we're going to try and organize this in a little bit. Oh, I don't like that. We're going to do this. Great background. Okay, cool. And then the combat starts. Okay, so now, so none of this matters before. I can know the combat starting here. So here we go. So PC's falling unconscious because I'm gonna have this on one of my screens. So I'm trying to organize this if I want to go 2 columns or not. So hag stat block. Whoa, why is this in the hag stat block? I don't like that. No. Whoa. What happened here? There we go. Grab that. Get this in there. There we go. Okay, cool. I was about to say, I was like, what's going on here? All right, so so trigger. If PC's falling conscious, the hag points a clawed finger. That's going to be a aura. Yeah, this is a trigger. PC falls unconscious, and then attacked. Attacked is a defense situation. Armor, defense, trigger. PC falls unconscious. Hag. Ophalia attacked. Use boy as a shield within 2 armor class and using a disadvantage. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Grow stronger with pain and suffering of others. So that's gonna be more so a. That is a trigger. Pain. PC's falling conscious. Ophalia's attacked. So these are all going to be yellow because these are all very important triggers that I'm going to have listed in a certain section. In fact, how I'm going to do this is one screen is going to have this. In fact, I'm going to try and set up my screen like I would have it in a combat. So my screen would look like this. I'd be like reading off, and as soon as I read off all this stuff and I have the intro description done, I'm going to be, in fact, what I would do is I would do this. I'd turn this into a drop-down menu. I would not have this be a color-coded situation at all. Intro description would be green, bold, and underlined, and then all of this would go inside of that, and then I would simply drop it down. So then, so the hag's combat, I would open this up, I would read it and do the thing and have the whole thing go, and then I'd close it and go right into it. Right? So, cool. So now the combat start, I don't need that drop down anymore, and there's the hag stat block, which I don't currently need anymore right now either, and I would have this up. I'd have all the different triggers. So and another trigger is going to be here. Ophalia attacked. Yep. Okay. Cool. So hags. PC reaches bloodied. PC reaches bloodied. So intro description, and then timeout. Timeout. Entry. Okay. Ophalia squeezes the arm of a small boy, rings in his hole in front of him. In fact, you know what? We're gonna have this. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna take this timeout out of here. Not there. And then so intro description's done. This is gonna be a drop down. Timeout. Combat start. That is going to be a dungeon master thing, and so I'm gonna put this like something real big, something. Yeah, I'm gonna put this with a purple background, and then it's super important. So I'm also gonna bold it with gold and talk about. You'll see what I'm talking about with this. Okay, so tell me when anyone reaches the bloodied condition. Half HP. Okay. That's all I'm going to say really for right now. That's all I'm going to really say for right now. In fact, if depending on how much more this is, I might just simply need to put this as a simple drop down, and there it is. So I don't need to have it be a drop down, because that's all I need right now. I just needed them to tell me tell me whenever they get to half health. And when PC reaches the bloody condition, +2, yep, +2 to all. Let's just say +1 for right now. +2 to all checks, all rolls. +1 to all rolls. Each PC that has a bloody condition is a +1 to all rolls. Yep. And then that's going to be a trigger, and that's going to be another yellow trigger. Cool. And then grow stronger with pain and suffering of others. We just did that. Avoid damaging Irina. This is going to be Irina. You know what? That's going to be on Irina's stat block. Irina's card. So Irina, here we go. Irina's going to be oh yeah, Phil bro, Mandima, Dragnacarta, Pyram King, and Lunch Break Heroes. 100%. I've been talking with and doing all that kind of stuff, and have a future collaboration planned with them in the future and stuff. So yeah, definitely have been working on that for sure. I think they have a lot of great ideas. And then at Death House, I took it in a whole nother direction for myself. But anyway, so this is a good old-fashioned index card that I'm going to be using for Irina. But you know what? I could have Irina. I could just have Irina in here, and it would fit on the screen enough. Because I do want to have this Dungeon Master Binder be applicable and good for all patrons that are using this. So we're going to have Irina on here. Irina. Irina's going to have... so she's going to have a trigger where... she's going to, I want to put on here this like kind of like almost like a little cinematic type of situation. The hags are tentative, hesitant. The hags seem hesitant and cautious and more cautious. How do you spell cautious? Cautious and controlled. Hesitant and more cautious. What? I spelled it right. Wow. Around her. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Seem more hesitant and cautious around her. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just leave it at that. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna have this be a little bit of a flavor situation there, for Irina, and then simply just giving her AC 15, HP 15. Which is actually more than what she currently has, but that's maybe a little bit high, so we'll give her 12. And then AC, HP, she's going to have a plus. We'll say she has a 3, plus another 2 is +5 to hit, and that's going to be for 1d6 plus 3 damage. Cool. That's her attack. And she's a sword fighter. She's got this. Anything cool that she can do? She's a basic sword fighter. And then she's going to be able to cheer people on. Does she have any sort of bardic type stuff? A help action as a bonus action? Maybe she grows into that after she can have some battles with these people. So maybe she doesn't have anything there. I want to give her something cool as a bonus action, so I'm kind of thinking that gives the help action in some way, inspiring people, almost like a little bard situation. So and yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Yeah, bonus action help, bonus action help. Done. So there's Irina. Super simple, right? And so then just for efficiency, I'm going to take this and then put that here, give it a little bit of separation and a little bit of vertical bar. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. Give that a little bit of separation, a vertical bar, more separation. Cool. And then she has a bonus action to help. I'm going to do the same thing here. 3 spaces, vertical bar, 3 spaces. And then there's that. So that's Irina. And her stat block is done. Great. Awesome. Cool. Done. So Irina's right there. She is an NPC. So we're going to put her there. So cool. Then triggers. That's going to be important. I'm going to put that in purple as well. Okay, cool. So there we go. And so what this would look like, which I guess I still need to finish fleshing out the triggers here. PC +1 all rolls. We took care of the Irina trigger, technically, which is like a person, right? And then, something the players in the be able to check. Okay. Avoid damage and Irina at all costs. That's what they're going to do. And then we're going to have the fight, the combat start. Number 1, you know what? In their Apex actions, which I can go ahead and color code all of these, layer actions, that's important. We're going to have actions. That is important, and then those are going to be highlighted in colored purple, and we'll see all of those for her actions, layer actions. Okay, cool. Apex actions. All right, great. And then PC's losing hard. See, everything's now kind of fallen into place for this whole combat. This is great. Hag stat block up here. I'll bring the hag stat block down here for the actions, which we'll do in a second. Anyone tell me when you reach the bloody condition? I love that. They'd be like, oh no. And then the rest of the triggers are fine. We just had something and then lost. Oh yeah, there we go. Apex action for Irina. So start of the round. When the fight starts, they're gonna see Irina. Yeah, and the first thing they're gonna do. Hag casts sleep on Irina. You. Why are you here with them? No. We can't have him coming here. Now can we? Okay. So, Apex action, bango, bango, purple thing. They're talking. And then, now can we? Yeah, and then I would just say, a glittering, a green, a light green mist flows out of the hag's palm of the out of the palm of her hand, out of the hag's hand. And a light green glittering mist flows out of the hag's hand and swirls around Irina as she drops to the ground. They're gonna think she's dead. That's so funny. Sleeping. There we go. So this is going to be green because it's a flavor text of me describing it, but then this is going to be blue because she's just sleeping. She's not dead. Cool. So that's Apex action round 1 done. Round 2, the Ravens show up. Bada bing, bada boom. And then that's going to be you hear a car. You hear a loud. You hear a flapping. You hear a flapping coming from the tree, line, as coming from the, is it tree line? Tree line one more? Coming from the tree line as you hear an annoying but familiar sound. Caw, caw, caw. A you know, I don't want to have to roll a d4. I'm gonna choose attack the hags. Raven form. Ravens show up to attack. Five ravens. 5 ravens. 6 ravens fly out to help. 6 ravens fly out. 6 ravens swoop in and begin to peck at and distract the hags. Done. So that is all green text except for caw, caw, caw. That's me saying that. Cool. So then round 3, we don't know what round 3 is yet. It's not a swarm of ravens. I'm not running it off like a swarm of ravens where they are like pecking at it and all of that. I'm just gonna have the ravens are again, like whenever I'm in homebrew mode like this and I'm creating stuff like a swarm of ravens and it has like a certain AC, that's just too much. No, if they get hit, they have the most basic armor class of basically 12. If they get hit, every time they get hit, one of the ravens drops. So there's gonna be 2 groups of ravens, 3 and 3, and if one of them gets hit, they drops, and the Muriel is the last surviving raven, etc. Right? So not super worried about that. This is more so of a little boon to the allies. Also helps the story. They essentially have 3 health unless they get hit really hard from one of the hags, and then they're going to be providing some sort of disadvantage and like 1d4 damage each. Like I'm just literally going to probably just do 1d6 damage, and they're just going to attack and a little peck at the hags. Super simple, and it's almost just like a cool little distraction. They're helping them, and then we'll see how that goes. So I'm not too worried about. It would just be more complicated to run off a full-blown stat block of a swarm of ravens. You know what I'm saying? And then they successfully do their thing until that happens. Yeah. So yeah, they would definitely be helping. And then as the ravens start dropping, they might retreat and stuff like that. And then like there's only the one left of the blue feathers and stuff. And then she might even die. Who knows? Depends on how bad this thing gets. So yeah. And then yeah, you know what? The hags. You know what? You bring up a good point, Phil. Though. I wonder. You know what? I'm gonna have that be a 4th round layer action. Raven, the blue raven attempt to steal black hearthstone necklace. Blue feathered raven appears to be clawing, grasping with its talons for the black stone necklace around the hag's neck. And maybe that's a round 3 thing. Like ravens show up and they're doing their thing. I'm gonna have that in there. I'm gonna put this here as the possible 3 situation, right? So that's gonna be that. Cool. Raven attempts a black hearthstone necklace. Okay, cool. That's fine. Also keep in mind we haven't done the hags action yet, or the what the hag's doing for round 2. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be here, and that's going to be here for the hag's doing. Hag. Hag. Because they get they get apex actions too. One's around skill challenge to distract and help the Raven. I don't know. This combat doesn't feel right now like I want to implement a skill challenge within it. You know, I really do think it's gonna be enough with everything going on with the Ravens coming in to help. There's gonna be a layer action of dretches being spawned from the cauldron. They have the necklace that they can shift in and out of, and they're just gonna be trying to kill the players and get revenge for them killing Morgantha. So it's gonna be a pretty heavy hitting combat. I think it has enough bells and whistles going on right now. Okay, so now the layer action, summon a dretch from the cauldron, cool. I'm fine with that. I guess let's see what's going on with the dretch. Okay, so I'm not going to use this dretch stat block. I just like to at least have the spirit of the dretch here. So the AC, we will keep it at 11. We will keep that at 11. And then HP is going to be 20. Yeah, we'll keep those slashes. No, I like the vertical. I like the vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then speed 20 feet. Why is the speed 20 feet? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna make it 30. Hit points are 20. Strength, dexterity, don't care about that. Damage resistance, cold, fire, lightning. Don't care about that. Immunities to poison, yeah. But then I'm gonna know that on the fly. Conditions, immunities to poison, yeah, and my players can't really deal poison damage, so there's that. Languages doesn't matter, senses doesn't matter, challenge rating, proficiency bonus, yep. Multi-attack, or finally something that matters. Okay, again, why is there a bite and a claw attack? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is there both? Why is there both and they're different damage and all this other kind of stuff? No. It has an attack. It has an attack. Describe whatever you want to do with it, right? So then it's going to be a plus 2 to hit. That's way too weak. So we're going to have it be a plus 4 to hit. And it's going to deal 1d6 plus 2, 1d6 plus 2 damage. Cool. And then there's the damage of the slashing. An infected cloud. What's this? 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas emits from the dretch. Gas spreads around the corners and the area is lightly obscured. It lasts for 1 minute. Strong disperses. Any creature starts its turn. Constitution saving throw. Poisoned. Okay. Poison this way. The dretch action is a bonus turn. Okay, cool. So this is my interpretation of that. We're going to say noxious cloud. Noxious aura. Noxious aura is a 10 feet 5 feet aura of a noxious of a gas. 5 feet aura of gas equals con save DC. Let's see what the DC is going to be for this combat right here. DC 14 feels like a solid thing, at least for this. Yeah. So let's see. There'd be right now their saves would be, they are level 4, so their saves would be only a +2 if they're proficient in it. Probably a 3 or a 4 if they are proficient in a con save, or if they have. So probably 3 would be the average group con. So 3 + 2. 5, but they're probably not all proficient, so I'm going to half the 2 to a 1, so that's a 3 on average for the group, +1 on average for the group of an expected +4 for their con save. So a DC 10 con save would be a 50-50, because if they rolled a 10 on the dice, that there's actually be a 55% chance. Let's get it at least 2. So if they roll, them rolling a 10. Them rolling a 9, there we go. Them rolling a 9 would be, a DC 9. No. Shoot, what am I saying? Because then 9, a DC 11, there we go. A DC 11 would be a 50% chance of success, because a 10 and down would fail, and 11 and up would hit. So DC 11 is 50%. DC 11 plus 4 is 15. So a DC 15 is a 50% chance at success. That's a little bit high for this guy, and it's the poison condition, so this guy's going to get a DC 13. No, he's going to get a DC 14, and the witches are going to get a DC 16, so I'm fine with that. There's my little thought process, if anybody cared for how that whole thing happened. That's literally what I would have been thinking if I was just sitting here by myself, so might as well just voice that out loud for you guys. DC 14, or I guess DC 14, con save. And then failure is a poisoned plus I spell poison? Poisoned. Poisoned. Poison plus 1d6. 1d6. In fact, I'm gonna switch that. Yeah, whatever. 1d6 poison plus. I keep spelling poison wrong. Poison plus poisoned. And then that is going to be DC con save. And it's going to be if they enter or at the end of their turn. Enter or at the end of their turn. Yeah. Enter. In fact, we're going to do this. The Noxious Aura is going to be an ability, and then that means this is an ability beneath it. Well, what? That was weird. And then enter or at the end of their turn. Yep, cool. Poseidon. That's funny. Detonate dretches, causing them to explode. That's cool. Every D&D monster needs a bite claw too. I know, right? A bite and 2 claws. Come on. Yeah, I just don't like that they're different numbers. It should be the same. Why are you making it harder on Dungeon Masters? And then when one dies, it melts in the pool of poison, leaving difficult terrain. I like that. I don't know about the explosion. Now, actually, you know what? Morgantha did make a cart explode, so I think she's gonna make the dretches explode, and they'll leave a patch of poison. So, and then we're gonna have that be on the a hag situation though. So summon Drex from the cauldron. We don't need this stack block anymore. It's now dead to us, and we also don't need this to be a drop down anymore. That's dead to us. Summon Drex from the cauldron. I can do it 9 times. It's too much. Why would I ever need to do it 9 times? I don't need to put a limitation on that. Summon Drex from cauldron. That is a thing right there. That's gonna be there. Okay, cool. Yeah, summon a Dretch from Cauldron. This is the Dretch. So we're gonna have Dretch, and that is gonna be its little stat block situation. And then we're just gonna put that in pink because that's what combat things are. And then what else could be for a layer action? Summon a Dretch from the Cauldron, which I guess that would mean this, and that would mean this, and that would mean this, and that would mean this. Okay, cool. And then Death. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna be a reaction. It's gonna be a reaction from the hags, but I'm gonna describe it as the Dretch dying, which further makes sense in the DC 20 RPG system. But I'm gonna do it here. So then, Noxious Explosion is explode in 15-foot AOE for. Exploding 50 AoE, and then I'm gonna do this. Bada badow, bada badow. And then we're also gonna do this to keep it consistent. Bada badow, bada badow. Okay, cool. But then now it's gonna be more than that. It's going to be 4d6 poison damage. Nice, nice. Cool. All right, plus poison, and they explode. Great. And there's only going to be one of them. They spawn in. It's a thing. Legendary. They could block it with a shield. 4d6. It's not too crazy. Okay, here we go. All right, great. So there's the Dretch. That's the layer action. And then is there another layer action for these hags? I don't know yet, so we're going to come back to it. And that's another little tip there, is if nothing just comes and slaps you in the face, right, then that's going to be it for that. I'm not going to just sit there and bang my head against the wall for these layer actions and stuff. So, heck yeah. And then players are screwed. Oh, we haven't even got to the hags, Phil, bro. Let's go. DJ One Eye. DJ One Eye. DJ One Eye. Thanks, bro. I always gotta scratch the disc for you when you come into the chat. Appreciate it, dude. Hello there with the wavy hand. Gotcha. So Apex are good, layers good, actions are working on, triggers, and now we're at the actions. Okay, cool. So Cackle Fever is a DC 15 con save to become infected. I'm changing this to DC 16 because, man, that's the hags DC, and they are potent. DC 15 con save, infected, spreads to anyone, crackle, gains 1 level exhaustion. Yep, it's a whole thing. DC 16 wisdom save for laughing, incapacitated for a minute. DC 16 con save, everything's the same. Health to success, DC drops by 1d8 until the, yep, okay, cool. That's how the Cackle Fever works. Do I want to implement Cackle Fever in this combat? The answer is yes. So I need to delineate this for myself in a way that I can do it in combat. So it would be a con save to become infected. Spreads to anyone near. Spreads to anyone 10 feet near. Spreads to anyone 10 feet. Anyone within 10 feet of an infected person cackling. Okay. Gain 1 level exhaustion, can't be removed until the curse ends. Okay. So I'm going to move that up here just as far as explain that. And then wisdom saving throw for laugh, so then you become infected. Okay, cool. So Cackle Fever, you're infected. And then, because I'm making sure to structure this so I can run this off for myself. So, you need to avoid laughing. So at the start of the turn, start of your turn, DC wisdom save, or you're incapacitated for 1 minute. Plus repeat saves. Cure, and that's the cure is going to be a long rest, DC con save. Yep. Okay, cool. So Cackle Fever's right there. I'm going to be able to do that. I don't need the hack stat block yet. So Cackle Fever is going to be in action. And that's also, there's this poison situation, which I'll take care of that in a second. So, yeah, we're going to do Cackle Fever is a DC 16 con save. Failure is going to be you feel you see the black wisps. You see the blackish purple wisps. That's fine. I'm gonna read that. That's fine. Wisps sink into your skin as you feel a subtle sickness in your stomach and begin to laugh, but strangely. And that's all they're going to see for now. And then, okay, cool. And yeah, if somebody in the party have a bad Constitution save, yeah. So we have probably the lowest person is going to be a +2 for con. So they'd have to get a 14 or higher on the dice, and I'm fine with that. And the only con saves right now, which I guess, let me see the poison explosion. Where's the poison explosion? Where's the dretch? Where'd the dretch go? Oh, it's the layer action. Noxious Aura for a con save, yep. And then this actually for the explosion, I'm fine with that being a dex save. That's a good point there. The con I just copy pasted over from this, but the explosion, that could be a dex save. That's fine with that. And then yep, all good with that. And then Cackle Fever, and then okay, cool. So and so that's fine. And so then I'm also going to be saying this is in green. Because I'm going to explain that for the first time. And then Cackle Fever is going to be a subset of this that I can click on to know more. And then I'm also going to say here, let me know, remind me when it's the start of your turn. Okay, cool. So there's that. Crackle Fever. Okay, cool. Got it, got it. All right, so then Crackle Fever is taken care of. And the next thing is this poison situation. But, see, I don't know. I think the poison situation is taken care of with the Dretches, so I don't need the Hags to do it now. I think that'd be overkill for the poison. And the Hags and the Dretches and the poison and the pool of poison. In fact, I need to go in here with, say, the lay of the pool of poison. Pool of poison on the ground. Pool of acid on the ground. Where they die. Okay. Cool, that's it right there. Going back up. And then, yeah, exactly. Rules and Rulings is 100% right. It's me offloading that memory and then also having tension of like, wait, what's happening to me? You said I'm beginning to laugh, but strangely, wait, what? Remind me to start your turn. Love that. It's 100% exactly why I'm doing that. It's not just like a lazy situation. So con save poison. I really don't feel like I need to hit the poison home. But then again, it's just the Dretch, it's just the layer action, so she could be doing, she could have some sort of poisoned type situation happening here. And that could be some sort of poison spray type of attack. Yeah. We're going to do a poison spray. So we're going to do a poison spray. Poison spray. I can't spell poison. Poison spray. Poison spray. It's going to be a 15 feet cone. And that's going to be a, do I want to keep it in the same structure? Yeah, I want to keep it in the same structure. DC 16, it's going to be a con save. Yep, you're right. It's going to be 1d6 damage plus poisoned, plus 1d6 continuous poison. Cool. So that's simple enough. Whoa. What just happened? Okay, there we go. 1d6 continuous poison damage. Cool. And then, so that's another one ability. Cackle Fever is an ability. I'll open the Hag Stat block here in a second, and which is actually right now. Okay, cool. So all these are the spells that she can do, which we'll get to that in a second. Hag Stat block. Let's see what's we got here. Armor class. So we can start to hack that in now. Armor class, AC is going to be 17. That's too high for a hag. 16, 15. It's just a hag. Her defenses and stuff are going to be more. She's having shields or some sort of poison or some sort. She can increase her armor with the presence of the hag. She can dodge. She can shift into the ethereal plane. That might be kind of how she can have some. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So her armor class is 15. Yeah, armor class is 15. Armor class is 14. And I'm going to have ethereal evasion. Anytime that I want to get a, like, okay, I need to make this hag survivable, right? I don't just want to jack up the AC or jack up the health, you know? And armor class, specifically, I want it to be a certain height of armor class. And the more armor class they have gets across a feeling of I can't hit this thing, which is mainly for things with like heavy armor and stuff. That's kind of the feel I want to get across there, is it's hard to hit, or something that's quickly moving, right? I can't hit this thing, right? I don't want to get that across with a hag. That's not what my goal is. And we've already established that DC 16 is kind of the number I'm shooting for here. So if I was going to make an armor class, it'd be 16. But even that is a little bit too high for what I'm shooting for here. So I'm going to dial it down to 14. But then I need to get across, how is this hag going to be more survivable? And it's this ethereal evasion thing. Ethereal evasion once per turn, can have the damage taken as the hag fades into the ethereal. Cool. So it's like a little reactionary evasion thing, which reminds me of reactions, which are going to go here. Reaction is there. It's also going to be purple, which is not green. It is purple. And that's going to be a reaction. Okay, cool. Great. And then And then poison spray, ethereal evasion, so super cool. There you go. Okay, so then AC 14. All right, now we're back. And the HP is going to be 112. I could see it being 100. I could see it being 100. But I also want to make sure it's different with the other hag around. So how am I going to get across the extra power of these hags whenever they're around each other or they're with each other? So I think it's going to be when they're close to each other, they're just going to have a higher plus to everything they do. So that means everything they do is just going to be wildly more successful. They're going to be more durable and survivable if they are apart from each other or if they're close to each other. Easier to hit. It's going to be temporary HP. But I don't want to handle it with temporary HP because then that feels bad. Because if they do figure out they need to separate them, then that feels bad. So we're going to give them some health. We're going to give her some health. We're going to have her have... now, one of the hags is dead. So they're not going to be super mega powerful. But we're going to give 100 HP. And then in parentheses, I'm going to put 150 HP. Is the coven situation, right? So, and so then we're going to separate that. And then the attack here is going to be a plus. Here we go. Plus, it's a freaking hag, right? What does this hag have for its plus modifier? Claw attack plus 7. Yeah, that's my head immediately went to plus 7. Plus 7 or spellcasting modifier would be a 4 at least. This hag's spellcasting modifier is a 3 or That's dumb. Spellcasting modifier would be a 4. Actually, no, it honestly would be a 5. So that means it would be a plus 8. Yeah, it's going to be a plus 8. So plus 8. Because again, these players, I'm not messing around. They're not going to be able to walk up to this hag and just ice this hag. You know what I'm saying? So 100% going plus 8. That's a 5 from their spellcasting modifier because it's a freaking hag, and that's a 3 as far as the proficiency situation goes. So that feels good to me. Hag is a plus 8, but I'm also going to throw in here a plus 10 if they are together. Maybe 10's too much. I'm going to go 9 if they're close to each other because they're probably going to be close to each other unless they can separate them. And if they do separate them, I'm going to leave that there for now. Okay, cool. And then we're going to have, in fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a plus 8, and then I'm going to have their damage. See, I already set the tone of D6s, so I think I'm going to stay with D6s. So I'm going to do 3d6 damage as far as their just general damaging attack goes, as far as like a claw or something like that. They have 13 damage as the damage for this hag, and they also don't have a multi-attack. That's weird. So I'm going to have it be just a 3d6. It's a simple claw type attack. In fact, I probably am going to put this type of thing down here in an attack. So just claw and bite. Ooh, nasty. Claw and bite, and that's going to be here. Cackle Fever is going to be here. And then Cackle Fever is that's a 60-foot range. 60-foot range. And that's going to be, there we go. Sorry, so I had to clean that up. Cackle and bite, it's going to be a plus 8. 3d6. It's just going to be 3d6. 3d6 plus 5. That's too much. 3d6 plus 3. That's fine. So then, just a simple claw and bite. And do I want them to have anything else as far as that goes? No, that's just going to be super simple. And then she's just clawing at them. That's fine. And then, so I don't need this anymore. And then I need something for if they're not together. But okay, I'll make sure to address that separate. So I'm gonna make a note for myself. Separated mechanic. All right, cool. I want them to be weakened if they're separated, right? So I want to get across this, and that's kind of how I'm going to come at this. Their default is going to be all of this. Like they get all of these things because I'm assuming they're together. If they're not together, I want to list off what changes whenever they're not together. And it's going to be some sort of thing of like, oh, that's why we were able to kill Morgantha. This is huge. And then they're going to be able to hit her easier and all that kind of stuff. So important. So then there's that. That's going to be her attack. Okay, cool. Let's keep going through here. Hags, hit points, speed. Sure, all of that. Don't need any of these skills. Cold, piercing, slashing from non-mat. Don't need any of that. Hag. No, deals damage. Yeah, and so then this hag's health would be like super amplified up and be higher from all of that. So to take that into consideration, they should probably, because depending on how much damage they're going to be dealing, there's level 4. I could see her having more health than this. In fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to double the health to 200. But if they are separated from each other, it's going to be 100. Separated, right? So as soon as they become separated, their health cuts in half. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. As soon as they are separated, their health cuts in half, and as soon as they're back together, their health doubles. Current health. So, done. To a maximum of 200. Okay, I love that. All right, so then, so that's starting the shared mechanic is separated, coven separation. That's going to be coven separation is going to be in fact, I'm just going to leave that as not a situation. Coven separation is going to be health immediately halves. Yeah, cool. I don't know how to spell immediately either. It's fine. Y'all know all of my secrets. I don't know how to spell separated either. Okay, great. So, okay, cool. And then now we're back to the AC. We're good there. Okay, so damages and resistances. Okay, cool. Piercing, slashing. Okay, cool. Charmed, of course. You know what? I do need to write that down. I do need to make sure I say that. So, defenses, immune to charm. Yep, we're going to say immune to charm. And then senses, okay, cool. Language, proficiency, spell casting. Okay, already established the plus. Detect magic missile, lame, plane shift, ray of enfeeblement. We'll get to those in a second. Magic resistance, save those against magical effects. That's important. Immunity to charm, advantage versus magic. Advantage versus magic. Advantage on saves versus magic. Cool. That's important. We're going to put both of these in the yellow highlight to make sure I don't forget them. So there's that. Coven separation. That's important as well. We're going to put that in blue because that's important. But it's like a secret mechanic, so that's why I wanted to go blue. Claw attack. We already had this. Change shape. Heck, and polymorph from the smaller medium humanoid back into a true form. So that's was saying that I don't need a shapeshift. And then etherealness. There we go. The hag can magically enter the ethereal plane from the material, vice versa. The hag says the Hearthstone. Okay, yeah, but okay. And then, these are actions. Okay, cool. I don't like them being in action. I'm going to think that that's going to be more of a bonus action type situation. Or actually, I'm probably just going to be using an action point type situation, like in DC 20 RPG. So we're going to call it ethereal step, right? Ethereal steps like Misty Step, and it's a 30-foot TP into... It's just a 30-foot TP, 30-foot TP. Yeah, it's 30-foot teleport. They appear. Cool. Simple enough. And then ethereal shift. That is going to just be basically invisible. Invisible. No, they're just in the ethereal plane. Shift to ethereal plane. Yeah, entirely. Yep. And they can move 30 feet, 30-foot teleport. Yep, awesome, done. And then 30-foot TP through the EP. Yep. And then each of these also cost one action point. Cackle Fever, that's going to cost 2 action points. Poison Spray, it's kind of nasty. Consistent poison damage, yeah, I'm going to go for 2 action points. Ethereal Step is simple enough in its mobility, that's 1 action point. Ethereal Shift is 2 action points. Bada bing, bada boom. And then, let's see, Ray of Sickness. Now we're getting other stuff I have not done here. So, okay, this Nightmare Haunt. This last thing, that we can delete this thing. While on the ethereal plane, the hag can magically touch a sleeping humanoid on the material plane. Okay. Protection from good and evil spell cast constantly counteracts this magical circle as long as the spell persists. His visions, these cast for an hour. These target games. Okay. Reduces maximum hit points. This is all just dreaming type situation. Okay. So, do I want to give this hag something where she can go into the ethereal plane and make them go to sleep? Seems a bit broken. And that's where my head's at right now, because it might be cool, but it's actually, can the players do anything about it? No. And if the hag could do this, then that's all they would do, is they would just shift into the ethereal plane and put them to sleep. So that's not going to be possible. But they could combo it. They could combo it by putting someone to sleep and then going into the ethereal plane. Combo moves, here we go. All right, so we have mobility here. There's my actions, mobility. I'm gonna separate this mobility here. I got my mobility stuff here. We got the sleep combo here. That's going to be 2 action points to mass sleep. That's going to be a 20 foot cube. That's too big. 20-foot cube. We're gonna do 15-foot cube. We're gonna do a 15-foot cube. Sleep spell. 15-foot cube sleep. I'm not gonna do this as health and rolling for maximum health. It's just lame. So that's going to be a wisdom save, a DC 16 wisdom save. Wisdom save failure is asleep. Yep, sleep. Can be woken up by touch. Okay, by free action touch. Hey, wake up on their turn. Okay, so that's fine. But then, you know, in that case, do I need it to be 2 action points? It's a sleep. It can be a mass sleep, so it could affect multiple people. Yeah, okay, cool, that's fine. And so then in that case, I am going to up it to a 20-foot cube, because that's going to be more balanced there. But the combo move here is that they enter is also going to be worth 2. They're going to or this is going to be, I guess we're going to call it something so ethereal. Nightmare. While in the ethereal plane on versus a sleeping target. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. And then yeah, the windmill's real small for sure, which is also why I'm fine with the sleep spell being so crazy. And then I don't know if they're gonna be fighting inside the windmill. They're gonna have moving in and out of the windmill. So yeah, I don't know how that whole thing's gonna work. And like moving, so I imagine them moving inside and out of it, or some people out inside, some people outside. I don't know. And if I feel like in the moment that it's a little tight, then I definitely would dial it down. So ethereal sleeping target. Okay, what would this be? Nightmare charisma save. I think this is another wisdom save. Yep. Not an intelligence save. It's a memory. But it's not a memory. It's a it's a wisdom save. Okay. So DC 16 wisdom save. But it actually, if they're asleep and they're getting their nightmares. Let me double check back on what this is saying here. They're changing their maximum hit points. That's what it is. Yeah. Ouch. Reduced by yeah. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. DC 16 Wisdom save. Failure equals or no, failure is how much damage I want this to do, and it's going to reduce their maximum hit points. In fact, you know, what do they have this? Is this a save at all? While the theory of playing protection, good and evil, can check the 5D. They don't even have it be a save. They just do it. Touches the sleeping. Yeah, they just do it. Wow. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so it's gonna be for some amount of health. I think I'm just gonna go with 3d6. Average of that is so that'd be 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 10 and a half hit point max. Yeah. We're gonna go with 3d6. So 3d6 max HP reduction. Whoo! Ouch! Ouch! Oh, let's go. Hey coach, I just bought your Alchemist's Almanac looking for prep for Curse of Strahd, so this is perfect. Let's go! Cage Ultra! Haha! I got you covered. My Dungeon Coach Plays channel, I give full breakdowns of every single session. The live play sessions of my campaigns are on my Patreon that I post every Wednesday. And then this is my Dungeon Master binder as well, and I do some prep on the main channel. So I got a whole bunch of stuff for Curse of Strahd coming out, and you got Alchemist's Almanac, so you're set to go, Cage. Let's go. Wisdom save failure, DC or 3d6 match HP reduction. Yeah. That's going to be the combo. So the combo move here is the hag would cast sleep on them. They'd cast sleep and then shift into the ethereal plane, disappearing. And if that person stays asleep, they're going to get rocked and cause some damage, and then they'll come back. So yeah, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. All right, cool. So love the sleep combo. There's that. So then now this is now done. We're done with the Night Hag stat block. Bada bing, bada boom. And we're now done with this. Bada bing, bada boom. Separation mechanic. We kind of have this figured out, but not all the way. I'm going to keep this also in blue just because I want to make sure I see that. The separated mechanic, I'm going to make red because I'm still not done with it. Cackle Fever, all this stuff is good. The mobility, these are just now attacks. And then the actions now need to be moved down here. This is defenses. Defenses, that's 3. And I can highlight this and go, oops, here. Purple for visual organization. Armor class, health. Okay, cool. Don't necessarily need anything else there, so I got that. And then there's my actions. Ray of Sickness. Are you saying back saves in Ethereal? Are you intending for back-to-back saves for Ethereal Nightmare? Back-to-back saves. This would be 2 separate things. So once they're asleep, they'd have a wisdom save to go to sleep, and then they'd be asleep. And then now they'd come in here and they make another attack, and I'd tell the sleeping person to make a wisdom save. Is how that would work. So yeah, that is intended, and that would also happen across 2 different turns. They would not be able. The hag would, because you only have 4 action. These hags are going to have 4 action points, and they're not going to be able to do that unless they use legendary actions, which then they might be able to pull that off as far as that goes. So yeah, and then personal opinion: the second save should be at disadvantage. Ooh, you know what? I could definitely see this being a wisdom save at disadvantage because they're asleep and there's touching them while they're asleep and they're in their night, and especially considering that the hag has to do a lot of work to get this. So DC is a wisdom save at disadvantage. Failure. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put the at disadvantage. I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna highlight the at disadvantage. Ooh, bad. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good. I'm going to actually highlight that in pink since it's a combo mechanic. Okay. Sleep combo, we got that. Attack, we got that. We're still not done with all these things, though, because we got to go through these here. So now this is kind of what I like to do here. I'm going to get the spell. I'm going to go to the actual spell and kind of look and see what the spirit of the spell is, and then I go for it from there. So silence, first of all. Silence would be something that these hags would be able to cast because making the kids quiet, silence something with the kids and stuff. So we're going to have this be a sleep combo, mobility. We're going to have a utility category. Utility is going to be silence bubble. Silence bubble is going to be a... is it on a person? Did I silence a person? Yeah, silence person. Silence person. That's going to be a straight up silence on a person. Yeah, for sure. And then is it the silence spell? Isn't there a spell called silence? Um, um, let's see. Creature within fast 20-foot sphere. So it's just like a zone of silence. Yeah. Okay. Mute. What if you have deafen or mute? Isn't there mute? Isn't there a spell? Deaf or mute? Mute? No. Deaf and blind. There's not a mute spell. There's not a spell that silences you. Interesting. So silence person is going to be a DC 16 speaking. Wisdom. Yeah. Wisdom. DC 16 wisdom save. Failure. Silence. For 1 round. Silenced. Until the end of your next turn. Okay, cool. So silence person, that's gonna cost. Ooh, that's like a whole turn. It's like a whole turn type situation. Yeah, it's gonna be 2. 1 ethereal step, silence a person, because I'm gonna be doing this on a spellcaster, and that's gonna really hamper them, for sure. So yeah, we'll I'm gonna make it 1. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm gonna make it 1. And then okay, so there's a utility, silence. Okay, now we're going back down. Ray of sickness. Here we go. So Ray of sickness. I feel like Ray of enfeeblement is what I was kind of going for. Range spell attack. Greenish energy lash towards a creature. Poison damage, and they're poisoned to the end of the next turn, so that's just more poisony type stuff. I don't like it. I'm gonna have this be a reaction. Ray of enfeeblement, which is not actual ray of enfeeblement, because I think the ray of enfeeblement's like crazy, right? Enfeeblement, enfeeble. Yeah. Oh, it's only a level 2 spell. That's not bad. Black beam of energy springs your finger, make a ranged spell attack. Okay, on a hit, the deals. Oh, on a hit, the target deals half damage. Is this a reaction? Oh no, it's an action. Only half damage with use strength at the end of the turn. It can make a Constitution save. 6. Okay, yeah, this is more similar to what I was going for. So Ray of Enfeeblement versus attacking target. And that's going to be a attack roll. Spell. No, I'm just going to call it attack roll. It's attack roll. And attack roll hit is strength save. No. It's not going to be a strength save, because then that'd be a attack roll and a strength save. Too slow, so I'm going to make an attack roll hit equals half damage taken plus, and then maybe they do make a strength save at the end. Constitution save on the successful spell. He's wait at the end of each target's turns. Oh, okay. So this is not something I want to do for lingering. To hit, half damage taken. Half damage taken from strength-based stir-based attack plus so they get 1d6 damage plus Hag takes half damage from the strength-based attack. Okay, cool. So there's the reactions. There's 2 more reactions. Bango, bango, bop. Okay. And then Ethereal Evasion, I don't know if they want them to, I don't know if that's going to be, they don't have to use that as a reaction. So I'm just going to put that under defenses here. And I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to make that gold, because that is not going to consume a reaction. She can just do that once per turn, once per round. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Ray of Sickness is done. Hold Person. Ooh, Hold Person. And then, oh, interesting, Ethereal Evasion. Yeah, it is spinning her reaction. She's dealing damage with it, and it's only strength-based. So that's kind of the difference there. And that's also something that Morgantha did earlier before I came up with Ethereal Evasion. So there's that. And then, all right, hold person. Yep. So hold person's going to go under utility here. And it's definitely going to be a 2 situation. Hold person. Wisdom, DC 16. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Failure. Oh, hold person. Stunned. Stunned. Repeat saves. Bingo bango. Simple enough. Then that's hold person. Bestow curse. Oh, I definitely want to hit him up with some bestow curse situation. In fact, I think bestow curse is just like... Actually, I'm thinking of Bane. Yeah, when you touch a creature... Ooh, it's a touch. Interesting. Wisdom save. Become cursed. Remove the curse. Attacks lower. Wisdom saving throws. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, all this stuff's too complicated. So I'm going to do utility of curse. I'm going to have this be curse. I'm going to have this be 1. 1. We're going to have this be 1. Yeah, 1. Bestow curse. No, they're going to have it be 2. So bestow curse. Bestow curse, DC 16. Wisdom save? Yep. Why not? Failure. We are going to have them be stat attribute of my choice. Of GM choice. Disadvantage. Plus they're cursed. There's something else about the vibe of being cursed. Wisdom saving throw, curse, attack, steal extra damage. No, you know what? I think it's Bane is what I'm kind of going for here. So bestow curse. That's gonna be just gonna be a three hitter situation right here. DC 3 targets. Yeah, 3 targets within 60 feet is going to be a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, attribute, and it's just going to be yeah, it's going to be a 1d6 Bane. 1d6, yeah, Bane on all checks. On combat checks. Which are saves and attacks. Okay. Oof, nice. 1d6 Bane on saves and attacks. Okay, cool. That's what the bestow curse is. In fact, they're only going to be able to access this on whenever their coven's here. And then there's lose access to coven spells in blue. Another thing for the coven situation, right? So that's gonna be a coven spell. Ethereal Nightmare is not a coven spell. That's just what hags can do. Yeah, that's just what hags can do. And then oh yeah. So if all the PCs fall unconscious from sleep, then we're gonna fast forward right down to the TPK situation, and that's gonna be how they hit, because they're not dying. It's gonna be they're gonna be captured, and bad stuff is gonna happen. Yeah. So and then I could also go for a mass sleep, you know, because the sleep combo here is put them all to sleep. Yeah. Ooh, you know what? That is going to be a layer action. That's going to be an apex action for the hags. Woo! That's bad. All right. Mass sleep. Sleep spell. Oh, that's real bad. It's time for all of you to take a little nap. It's time for all the children to take a little nap. Take a little nap. A A torrent of green glittering mist fills the area. Everyone make a wisdom. Everyone make a wisdom save. Wisdom. Everyone make a wisdom save. Alright, it's time for everyone to take a nap. Joker, it's time for everyone to take a nap. There we go. That's what Ophelia is going to be. Ophelia is going to be the Joker. Where's Ophelia? Ophelia. Green meaty, green Joker. Female Joker. Oh, Batman! This is the Joker's voice, and now I'm going to have it be a little more female. She'll talk like this. There we go, it's the Joker, but a female witch version. Ophelia Wormwiggle. Cool. She's going to be blunt, stern, and Mark Hamill and drag. Yep. Stern and rude. Cool. Stern, Stern. Stern. Okay, cool. So there, she's good with that. Okay, cool. And then she looks. Okay, cool. Oh, she's pregnant. I gotta hit on that. No, I guess I don't need to necessarily touch on that right now. Which I guess there's baggy rose and grimace on her face. Okay, I already touched on that. I already did that. I feel as a boy. Oh, I gotta talk about the boy. Where is that? Oh my god, where'd it go? The whole situation with the boy in the armor class. I lost it somewhere. Oh, no. There it is. The human boy shield. Okay, cool. 15 is the armor class. Plus 2 for boy. Plus 2 for... Okay, yeah, I know what that means. Bonus action. Whoa. That is not... That's Irina. The hag is 14. Plus 2 for boy. Okay, cool. All right. And then immune, saves, ethereal, actions. Okay. All right. So then where were we at? We were bestowed curse. We had the whole Bane thing, and then we talked about the voice, and then we talked about Joker and the sleep. There we go. So the mass sleep spell, and then a torrent now, and then there's the green text for the flavor. Cool. That's super bad. Yeah. Mass sleep spell. All right. And then, yeah. All right. Cool. So then now we go back to here. I got the hold persons done. Right, hold persons taken care of. Bestow curse is taken care of. Yep. Counterspell. Oh, yeah. Reactions counterspell. Counterspell. But this is the DC version of counterspell. This is going to be a spell check contest versus spell check contest, which is going to be a spell check, which is going to be spell check contest, which is going to be DC, or it's a spell check plus spell level, which I actually just put that in parentheses. Spell check plus spell level. So spell level, and then counterspells it, and then can only cast cantrip if the counter spell goes off. Okay, so counterspell. It's going to be spell check plus spell level. There's no other need for that. Which her spell check is spell check contest is going to be hag spell check. Now spell check equals has hag counter spell check equals a plus. She'd have a 5 plus proficiency's 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo! Good luck. Can only cast cantrip if a spell goes off. Okay, yep. Okay, cool. And then, so there's the counter spell. Done. Counter spell's done. Lightning bolt. Oh, yes. Hag lightning. And this is going to be a 3. This is going to be a level 3, baby. Witch bolt. But I'm going to make it a nasty witch bolt. So it's a 60-foot range. 60-foot. Do I want it to be a line? Do I want it to be like chain lightning? Yeah. 60 foot to target. 60-foot range. And it's going to be an attack roll. Only makes sense for it to be an attack roll. Yep. Spell attack. Plus 8. For a... and this is going to be the... ooh, yeah. This is going to be... I like that. Crackling green lightning. Crackling green lightning. Lightning shoots out of her long clawed fingers. Cool. There's a little bit of flavor in there. A little bit of flavor. This damage though, it's gonna be on one person. It's gonna be 4d6. 4d6. Is that too crazy? That's 14 damage on average. 14 damage. Their health pools are... I don't feel bad for that at all. Nope. It's 46 damage. Spell attack for 46 damage. And then hit is lingering static. Following attacks can branch to additional allies within 30 feet. Half damage. 30 feet. Do I want this to be a dex save instead? Like a dexterity save. Dodge out of the way. Spell attack roll. It's gonna be a dexterity save. If it's a spell attack, I'm just gonna hit him all the time. So it's gonna be a dexterity save. So it's gonna be a dex save. Failure is 46 damage. Plus lingering static. And then lingering static. Following attacks may be branched with 30 feet lightning damage, and then that's going to be a much cheaper action economy. She can zap out people from there. 2d6, someone else wants. Yeah, exactly. Rules and rulings. You're on page. It's 46, 2d6, 1d6, halved, and 15. And then we could also say 15 feet, 15 feet. 1d6 beyond that. Lingering static, she can plus lingering static. So I'm gonna put this up here. Green light shoots out of her long clawed fingers. Plus if it hits, a steady stream of crackling energy tethers you to her. Cool. And then lingering static, half damage. So lingering 30 feet instead of half damage, I will call that 2d6. Lingering static following lingering static dex save to allies within 30 feet 2d6, 15 feet beyond that. Okay, cool. So there's linear and static, but these abilities are blue because they are coven abilities, and they are only usable whenever they are in the coven state. Cool. All right, so then, all right, that's all done. So lightning bolt's done. Phantasmal killer. I think they have enough at this point. Eye bite. What's eye bite? What's eye bite doing here? What's eye bite? Level 6 necromancy. Damn. Your eyes become inky void. Affects you turn. Spell ends, causing the target to another creature. You can see or be affected by one of the following effects. Oh, asleep. The target falls unconscious. It wakes up. It takes any damage. If another creature puts it asleep and awake. Oh, panicked. Sickened. What? Seems like a weak 6th level spell. Once one creature of your choice within 60 feet you can see must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, be affected by one of the following effects. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can choose an action of another creature. Oh, so it stays. Okay, that's why it's okay. So maybe, do I want to have anything flavored like an eye bite for the sleeping type of situation? They already have a mass sleep cube, so I could do a single target sleep. That deals damage as well. Psychic damage? No. Necrotic damage. And just necrotic damage. A necrotic damage sleep. How about that? But then it'd be another wisdom save for sleep, and now it's the same as sleep. But it deals damage, and then they fall asleep. No, I don't like the damaging fall asleep. If they're gonna cast it, they might as well cast it in a cube, and it makes people fall asleep. So we're fine with that. And I don't need the panicked or sickened or whatever like that because I already have poison things. So eye bite's now irrelevant. And then polymorph. Yeah, polymorph. Gotta do me some polymorph. All right, so now we're done with all this. I can delete that, and now polymorph is going to go under utility, and it's also going to be a coven spell. It's going to be a 3-point coven. It's going to be a 2-point coven spell. God, but it's so powerful. It's going to be a 3-point. Hold person almost want to make as a 3-point as well. Yeah, hold person's going to be a 3-pointer because that's just only fair. All right, so this is going to be polymorph. So DC 16, wisdom save, failure. So that's going to be turned into an animal below. Yep, simple as that. And this is now going to be a numbered list. Where's my numbered list? There we go. So then let's see some animals, people. What animals do you want them to turn into? I'm gonna make a little list of animals. We got a frog. We got a frog. We got a sheep. We got a chicken. We got a. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to keep it somewhat simple. We got. Do we do a bird? Do we do a bird? A raven. We're gonna do a raven. Yep. And then we got raven. They should all be baby animals. They've got the birth on the brain. Birth. What? I drop. Yeah. Drop my bite. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I agree. Let's see. In fact, you know what? For ravens, sheep, frog. Is there anything else I want besides a sheep, frog, chicken, raven? Is it the same sandwich? Yeah. Hey guys, it's the same sandwich from yesterday. Let's go. Thanks, babe. She's the best. Anything else besides sheep or frog? I guess sheep, frog, pig. I'm gonna do pig. And horse. I want to do a horse. I'm gonna make it. What? A horse. Yeah. There we go. That's funny. All right, cool, done. So that's going to be the polymorph situation. And then we have... what is this? Oh, Talon didn't. Gotcha. They thought Talon's name was badass, by the way. I said, Talon, what's a Talon? I'm like, it's my son's name. They're like, that's badass. That's badass. Okay, polymorph. There we go. Polymorph's good. and we're going to have this be a drop-down menu of animal list. It's a D6 animal list. Then that's going to bring these into here. D6 animal list. There we go. Animal roll D6. Cool. Polymorph is also going to be the coven type situation. Bada bing, bada boom. And I think that's good enough for coven type of situations. Whole person doesn't feel like it should be a coven thing, although actually it could. Yeah, it could, because Morgantha was the leader of the coven, and I'm totally fine with her having more access to things. And this also now kind of links it into where the 3 action things are all her coven abilities, so I like that as well. So then we're all fine here across the board. We got the dretch, and I think we're good. I think we're gonna call it right there. Lamb, pig, chicken, cat. The cow, a baby cow. No, we'll leave it alone. All right. So and then maybe Cackle Fever. I think Cackle Fever. Yeah, Cackle Fever is also going to be a coven spell, and I'm also going to have it be 3 because it is pretty nasty. Now looking at all the big picture of everything. So cool. Actions, attacks, actions. We have four action points. There we go. Cool. Attacks. Got it. Okay, cool. Now here's something I'm going to do to organize things a little further is action points. Reaction is going to go right here. All of these attacks, utility, mobility, sleep, all that are going to go underneath the... Oh, I just lost it. Whoop. Oh, I lost that too. So there we go. Attacks are going to be underneath here, underneath the actions. So now they're in a column. Is that too long? Oh, yeah, that's too long. It's not going to all be on the same screen as far as what I can see. So what I can do with my attack. And then also... So that means I don't need to put the reaction here. I'm going to put the reaction down here. Layer actions will come up. But then the reaction's also here. Okay, cool. So then reactions, I can have that be there. Triggers, I should probably... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the reactions up here to the triggers. And that's going to be together. Reactions, triggers, separation mechanic. We still got to hit that up real quick. Defenses, actions. I can see what they're all doing and stuff. Layer actions, that's going to happen before, so I'm going to bring that up here. But it's before the coven separation. Reaction, I'm going to put this next to reactions. There's the layer action. There's the dretch. It's fine. And then defenses are all fine. Actions, cool. Apex actions, which that's gonna be on its own, and then we have the things at the bottom. So I'm trying to. I want to get a section where I have 2 columns here, but I will have 2. So this is what it's gonna look like whenever I run this thing off. It's gonna look like something like this. So whenever I hold it out here, Irina is gonna be at the very top of the screen, so I can see Irina. I got my triggers, reactions, and there's the layer and the dretch. So well, I guess you can't see the dretch. The dretch is like, wait, where's? Oh. What? Why can't you see? Oh, that's weird. You can't see. That's my mouse cursor. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Oh, my mouse cursor's... Can you not see my mouse cursor? That's weird. Anyway, so at the bottom of the screen where my face is right now is where it says layer actions and dretch. So I have everything in one screen. I have the Irina at the top. I have the triggers, reactions, layer actions. Cool. And the layer action is just simply summoning a dretch. And I think I'm going to give the dretch less health. Yeah, it has 15 health. I don't need them to have a bunch of health. And they have the super low. Yeah. So the dretch now has 15 health. So that's what I see here. And then on this side, I have all of this, and this is going to be this part where I move, and I have everything. I can pretty much see everything all in once, and then at the top of the round, I can easily scroll down real quick, apex action, and then hit up the apex action. I'm also going to have the apex actions be a purple border, and then I can make the text back to normal, and then I can Control Shift 2, Control Shift 1, make them bigger. And there's that. I don't need any more combo moves here. All this is good. And then I can actually make things a little tighter here if I bring that up there. And then I can even say like separate parentheses. Or I wouldn't do a parentheses, I could just do this. Yeah, okay, 15 feet beyond that. Okay, cool. And then that. Alright, so that's fine. And then Crackle Fever's right there. Drop down, I don't need any more drop downs. Utility, mobility. I like the separation there and the sleep combo, so we're good there. All of this is fine. We do need to do the separation mechanic and the apex actions, and we're done. So separation mechanic, their health immediately halves. I think that's huge, and they lose coven spells. I think that's huge. I think that's good. I think that's good enough. And then yeah. So I don't want the Dretches to do the Cackle Fever because I think that the Cackle Fever is so just inherent to the hags and like their magic, and the poison is the poison. I don't want to kind of blur those two things. Can't use Ethereal Evasion. So the thing with Ethereal Evasion is that comes from their Hearthstone. That comes from their necklace that they hold, right? So I don't want to mess with that. But I will say Ethereal Evasion, because they can dip into the ethereal plane and leave and all that kind of stuff. So I do think, and I want to say PCs are bloodied, they gain health, Ophalia is attacked. Yeah, and then the hag's long clawed finger, purplish black mist. Oh, PC falls unconscious, yeah, okay. And then the necklace is attacked. If the necklace is attacked, in fact, you know what? Okay, I can scroll back to here, and I'll go back to the screen that y'all can see better. So I want to clean up this Dretch situation. So I'm going to do this, because it's taking up too much vertical space here. End of their turn. Pull acid where they die, that's fine. And then the Dretch, summon Dretch from Cauldron. I don't need that. Whoa, it's going to delete everything. So I don't need the Dretch. I can obviously infer that. So that's all now fine again. And so then I can just do this as their just general, pink situation, and then Dretch I can put into, so I'm fine there. So that's a little bit more clean. The separated mechanic I think is fine enough now. Coven separation, I got that. I will make that blue. Defenses, we got that, +2 for the boy. The necklace, I will say here, anytime, no, I know where to put it. Whenever they cast their Misty Step ability, any of these, black, dark, gray, swirling fog pools out, seeps out of the black stone necklace as the hag steps as the hag steps into the fog, into the mist, into the fog. Say the fog. As the fog steps back into the fog and disappears. The gray swirling steps out of the black stone necklace as the hag clutches it and steps back into the fog. That's very important. I'm going to put that in green and describe that in the actual abilities when I use them. Cool. All right. Cool. And then the sleep, and they got that, and then the sleep, and the cool, and then they got that. Right. Yeah. And then and then it costs maybe out of the coven it costs the reaction. Maybe out of the coven. I see that. Once per round. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make this part. I'm gonna make that part a coven thing, and I'll know what that means. And if I don't, then oh well. All right. So now the apex actions, and we're done. So what are these hags gonna do? Is these big baller moves here, right? So we have the ravens doing their thing. They're fine. Hag's mass sleep spell. Yes. It's gonna be super bad. But before that, in general, I like to have things move and change up the battlefield, right? So I'm going to. Oh, we got 28 people here now. What's up? So here's my philosophy of Apex actions. The first Apex action usually has something to do with like kicking things off, some sort of opener, some sort of big thing. That's why she's sleeping, sleeping Irina, setting the tone for sleep, warning them about sleep, right? And that's as far as that whole thing goes, and only targeting one person, getting across maybe some plot things there as well, and then the second thing is going to be some sort of movement, some sort of mobility movement things, some leaving. So I'm kind of wanting this to be the hag's ethereal step in some way, and they vanish and they disappear for a second. I think that's kind of where I'm wanting this to go. And then round 3 is going to be that whole sleep situation, and round 4 is some baller thing, something crazy, something damaging, some sort of maybe two dretches come out at the same time or something like that. That's where my head's at. So thoughts on that as I take a bite of sandwich, if you guys have any thoughts. Look at that. Wow. Throw up rivers of poison. What? You'll take one sandwich, please? Babe! I don't think she heard me. Oh well. Okay, so my head was in a poison situation as well. Carrier pigeon. So this is going to be an ethereal movement. In fact, they're going to ethereal. What do I call it? Ethereal. What do I call it? Shift. Yeah. Okay. Ethereal shift. In fact, I could actually take that text and put it here. Gray fog swirls around the gray fog. Gray swirling fog seeps out from each of the hag's black stone necklaces as they clutch them and step back into the fog and disappear. And then let's just step back in the fog and disappear, cackling with laughter. And then what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What do you do? I love it. Make them sweat. What are you gonna do? Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it as that. What are you gonna do? And they're gonna appear somewhere else when they want to and strike them down. That's really cool. All right. So the hags, and they got the sleep spell, and then lastly, it's gonna be the poison situation, the vomiting poison. Poison vomit. Poison vomit pool. It's gonna be a simple con save. Dex save? Dex save. We'll go Dex save. Dex save. DC. DC 16 dex save. And then that's going to be... it's going to be some heavy poison damage. 3d6 poison damage. Plus a con save. I'm doing a double save here. Yes, I'm doing a double save. Plus con save. Failure is lingering. Lingering poison. Condition plus lingering. Lingering 1d. No. 2d6 poison. Poison damage plus poison condition. So dex save failure. 4d6 poison damage plus con save failure. Yep, and then this is going to be a coven ability. So if they can get these hags separated in 4 rounds, I'm giving them 4 rounds to separate the hags or kill one of them, so that they don't get this big baller move off. But it's a dex save, DC 16. Wait, that C is not capitalized, bothering me. DC 6 46 poison damage, plus a con save, and it's a lingering 2d6 poison damage plus the poison condition. That's gonna be, I'm amping this up to 66. Yep, this is bad. This is bad. All right, there we go, people. We got the PCs losing. We got the PCs, what that's going to happen if they don't. We got the actions. We got the apex actions. We got the reactions, the defenses, the coven ability, layer actions, reactions, triggers for the unique things happening. We got Irina. We got the timeout for the half health. Let me know when you get half health. PG reaches the bloody condition plus on the ally rolls. You see a purple. You see purple and green mist flow outwards towards the hags. They breathe it in as you. Oh, no, hags. As you wince from the pain of your wounds, they seem to breathe it in and laugh. Breathe it in and laugh. Yeah, we'll just call it that. Breathe it in. Breathe, and breathe it in and laugh. Okay, cool. So that is the flavor for that. Cool. Folly has attacked the boy. He's okay. She's flaying the boy around. Cool. Yeah. We're good. Breathe. Yeah. Thank you for the E on the end. Got it. Done. That is the Hags combat, the timeout, and the thing with the intro descriptions done. And then you're running Curse Strahd soon. Nice. Let's go, Austin. Let's go. It's a super fun module. Yeah. So now that is Old Bonegrinder. Yes, Hag combat. I gotta change this to some pink text here. Intro thing, the combat timeout. Let me know. Okay, cool. I got this. I got all the rooms. I got the windmill battle map. I got the pie effects, just in case somebody eats a pie, because they won't. And then that's all done. Bonegrinder, Old Windmill, Lands Barovia, got this, Town of Valaki in the big picture. So now, the town, the Old Bonegrinder, this is now completed. And I can mark it off the list. Boom. 1 down, couple more to go as far as all the things in this module. The red ones are the ones I have not finished yet, and everything else besides red is I have finished it yet. So there you go, all the way. And now we got Castle Ravenloft's a big one, Town of Valaki's a big one. I'm in the middle of that right now. If you want to check that out, I am working my way through. I got through these 2. This one's a big one though. There's a whole bunch in here. But I got the Burgomaster house, which is a whole bunch. And there's one more that's a whole bunch, and everything else should be a little quicker after that. And then I take it and customize it, just like I've done here with you guys. So appreciate it. That is the live stream. We have done our old Bonegrinder. I am now ready. I do have a couple of things I want to make sure I prep before the session, but I'm going to take care of that tomorrow. And yeah, y'all stay creative. Think outside the box, y'all. Peace.